Hey, Singers from the Novels here with an achievement walkthrough for BucketCrusher. The game is developed by Voodoo, published by Cubic Games, released on November 28, 2025. We received the review code to create this content. So this is basically you get a saw blade and you're cutting down these structures. And as you cut down the structures, you're gonna get some money. And with that money, you're gonna upgrade your saw, so like your length, power, and size. And every time you upgrade, the cost goes up, but you will earn more money as a result of the upgrade, because with more power, you're gonna be cutting down the structures faster. With bigger size, you're gonna be cutting down more of the structure. With length, you'll be able to reach places that you couldn't reach before. So like at the start, we're just cutting down a little bit. We're going to run out of fuel in just a few seconds and skip this, because you can try to extend it, but you don't really have the length or the power or anything to really do anything. So yeah. And as you upgrade, you're gonna get some achievements. I believe there's an achievement for upgrading each of them just once and then a few times and then maxing them out. Length maxes out at like 4 upgrades, and the power and size maxes out at I believe 8 or 9 upgrades, and then the fuel takes the longest. I think maybe 15 upgrades before it happens. And every time you finish a level, you actually reset back to the 0 upgrade status. So on level 2, I decide to upgrade everything, length, power, and size to full. And then before I upgraded fuel to max, I got finished level 2 and got to level 3. So on level 3, I decided to max out the fuel before anything else. There's one bad thing about this game, is that if you decide to upgrade fuel too much but you don't have the length or the size or the power, there is no way to end the level, even though when you cannot do any more. Like you don't have the the whatever required to cut down anymore, but you have to just keep moving for the fuel to run out. Okay. Also, you may have noticed there's something other than money at the top left. There's something called a P. That's a prestige point, and you get 5 for completing a level. And also, you can reset a level. So you can reset to go back to level 1, and you'll get some prestige points as a result. And with that point, you can buy a saw decoration. Like you can buy a different style of saw for 10 points each. Or you can upgrade the treadmill, that thing, with a bunch of different things. I'm not 100% sure what exactly each of the things do, but there's 2 times speed for a treadmill, that thing at the bottom that collects the money, so you collect money faster. There's 5% discount, I guess, or 5% faster money gain, or something like that. And then 2 times tank, so you have more fuel. So you can get that. And there's an achievement for getting 1 of each of the P upgrades. So you can get more levels of the P upgrades, but they're not needed. You just need to get 1 of each. And then you have to get 5 of the saw style upgrades. So you have to get 5 times 10 of that. So you need 50p. You need 27p for getting 1 level of each of the P upgrades, which you can access by pressing LB. You can access the saw style by pressing RB. But since we haven't beaten the first level yet, we don't have any P points to buy anything. So after each level, we're going to be completing the first 5 levels. After each level, we're going to get 5 P points, and we'll start to buy some upgrades. You can buy the upgrades that I buy. You can buy different upgrades. I don't think there's a correct way to play this game. So, I mean, just keep going until you eventually beat the level. So I mean, there may be like a speedrun strat, I don't know, but there's no real correct way. And once you beat the level, I think we beat it here soon. Yeah, I just don't have the saw power. This is what I was talking about. Ran out of fuel. I just didn't have the power. So upgrading the power or the size here, I should be able to finish this level now. So I just cut it down. You don't have to cut down like 100%. It's like 80% you're done, usually 80 to 90%. The meter at the top goes up, and once that reaches 100%, the level is done. And when you finish the level, you're gonna get some money and 5 P points. Okay, I messed up there, so I'm gonna upgrade fuel a little bit. Yeah, and just keep playing. And as I said, I decided to upgrade everything to max on the second level, especially the length. You'll probably have to do on second level. I found that second level is very hard to beat without the longest length of the saw. So yeah, it's probably the best level to all the upgrades. Other levels, maybe. I mean, any other level you can grind money and get to the upgrades. I mean, but yeah, here we're done. As I said, everything is back to no upgrade status, but we do start with some money, so we can start immediately by upgrading a little bit. I decided to go with the multiplier there. At least I thought this is like double money, but I'm not 100% sure that's what it does. Doesn't really say, like, there's no description of these power-ups. So, and you have to kind of guess by the icon and what it says on that icon, and really suck at that, like guessing what it is. So I caught a little bit. I felt the gameplay itself is pretty self-explanatory. I think you get how you play. So I just got the power to max level, and in the next play we'll get size to max level. Yeah, because I got it on the next one after I failed this part. I'm intentionally failing. I actually have enough power and things to finish this level. Yeah, so we're gonna upgrade the size, and we should be maxed out. One more time, yeah. There we go. And then now we want to get the length. So I believe I cut the video a little bit because we need a lot of money. Yeah, we need like 12,000. So play it a few times. Now the length is max, so we got all the max upgrades except the fuel. And as on level 3, I decide to grind out the money for the fuel. Yeah, and I beat level 2 here. As I said, level 2 is probably you need the longest length to make it easier. Level 3 and be up to level 5, I didn't need the max length. I could finish these levels with like 3 times upgrades on the length portion. Yeah, and we just keep going up to level 5. After beating level 5, this is where you make a choice. You can keep going, and you need 50 more P points, so that's 10 more levels. Or you can press Y on the menu and then reset back to level 1. You should get 2 to 4 P points. I don't know what determines the P points that you get when you reset. It doesn't seem to be like how far you progress in a level, because I tried resetting on level 2 and sometimes I got 4 points, sometimes I got 2 points. but I'm not sure. Maybe it's the cash I have left or the P points I have in my possession. I'm just not sure what decides that. But anyway, after that, if you decide to keep going and play 10 more levels, go ahead. What I did was I reset, and then you have like 5 P points or whatever, and I beat level 1. I reset again. I beat level 1. I reset again. I kept doing that until I got 50 points. Depending on how many P points you get per the reset, you're guaranteed 5 points for beating level 1. So maybe like you gotta beat 6 times, and then you get resets 3 points per reset, and you should have like 20 points for that. Because 6 times 3 is 18 points, and you reset already after beating level 5. So yeah, maybe 6 or 7 times, and you'll have enough to buy 5 different saw blades. And you press RB and buy the 5 different saw blades, and you have your completion. So pretty chill completion. Should take about an hour. I thought it was a decent game. I mean, there's nothing like really amazing about this game or anything like that. Just relaxing and casual, and there's no like stress other than the fuel running out. I mean, there's really no stress. I mean, there's no like monsters chasing you or anything like that. So thought it was a good way to pass about 1 hour and get 1000 gamer score. Pretty enjoyable one. So yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of this video. Like, share, comment. I'm Sangrias, and I'll be back with more soon.